this occasion, we decided we couldn't let Jack's 80th birthday pass without putting him on trial for the crimes he's committed against sanity over the last 80 years. Actually, we'd be here for the next week if we went for the last 80 years, so we decided we'd just go for the last recent period. Our judge, Stan, okay, well no, you stay sitting, we have to all rise. Actually, you should leave, because we have to all rise. Okay, you stay put. Okay, our magistrate is Jerry. I'm the prosecuting attorney. I am assisted by my expert witness, Paul Rash. We couldn't find a defense attorney.
I want to see your credentials.
We could find an anthropologist who thought you would be an interesting study, so she took the job.
That's me.
Jurors are over there. Catherine. Oh, Zach, you should be over there with the jurors.
Oh yeah, he's part of the jury.
And Carol. Buck is going to be called as a witness. Fran is actually going to be called as a witness. Jerry's going to be called a witness. Mary Knight's going to be called as a witness. And of course, you, Jack, will be called as a witness. So we'll have this proceedings begin with our magistrate calling us to order. Anyway, yeah.
This is the hot seat.
Oh. And our witnesses sit?
Oh,
Okay.
good. I can reach him.
Okay.
Hear ye, hear ye, hear ye. This kangaroo court is now in session. Let's get this trial underway. Prosecutor, are you ready?
Yes.
Defense, are you ready?
No, I was only given this script 2 days ago.
We're going on with this trial anyway. All rise. Sit down.
Magistrate, I'm sorry, go ahead.
The Honorable Bobby Penderfart, how's your back today?
Well, my back is really just fine. There's nothing wrong with me. All good Americans lean a little to the right. Would you read the charges, please?
The charges. Mr. Neuzil has caused deliberate and irreparable corruption to our children's minds. Everybody say, ooh. Ooh. Mr. Neuzil regularly demonstrates uncitizenlike disregard for our system of capitalism. Mr. Neuzil showed willful disregard for the well-being of the barn crew. Prosecutor, on with the first charge.
Okay, the first charge is that Mr. Neuzil has caused deliberate and irreparable corruption to our children's minds. I want to call our first witness, Mr. Buck Key.
Mary, come over here and sit.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and everything but the truth?
No.
Jim,
Requires you
we're
to
gonna have to sit you.
reveal your favorite fishing Be seated.
I gotta get my evidence box. Okay.
Some support.
Okay.
I need some.
Have you participated with Ms. Neuzil on trips to area elementary schools? Okay. He's actually wearing one too. Was he wearing garments, shirts like this?
Yes.
Yes, he was. Okay. Did he engage and energize students in animated conversations about dinosaurs?
Yes.
Life 600 million years ago?
500 million.
Oh, 500 million. Okay, that's close enough. And ancient Earth?
Yes.
The chicken and the egg?
Objection.
I was just checking to see if you were listening. Okay. Is Mr. Neuzil known as the Dinosaur Man?
Yes, he is.
Judge Bobby, it is clear that Mr. Neuzil is poisoning the minds of our children with all this talk about dinosaurs.
Oh, Mr. Neuzil, it's been clear to me for a long time that this evolution revolution is hooey. Everybody knows, just think about it. If we were evolved from monkeys, why do we still have monkeys?
And make room for the judge.
No, nobody asks your opinion.
The prosecution rests.
Defense.
The defense calls Mr. Neuzil.
Ooh, came up in the witness chair. Thank you, Mr. Keith.
Mr. Keith, you're excused.
Are you my defense?
I'm here to support you.
You have to swear you in
You have to
here.
swear you in first.
Have to swear you in. Put your hand on the book. Right hand in the air. Okay. One of them. Pick a hand. You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, or as much as you can remember. Yes. Be seated. I can't remember. Be seated.
Mr. Neuzil, is it true that teachers from all over eastern Iowa call upon you to bring your dinosaurs and to make the presentations?
Yes.
And don't the children love to carry in the dinosaurs?
Yeah, if I can get them away from some of my helpers.
And don't they get all animated?
Yeah, they do. Sometimes.
Yeah. And
Would
they-
the witness please speak up?
The judge has got a mop in his ear.
And don't the children ask millions of questions?
Thousands. But close.
And Mr. Neuzil, is it true that you were recognized by KCRG-TV and given an A+ for education?
Yeah, there's my certificate over on the wall.
Proof, evidence. What we have here is a very productive collaboration with schools to engage students and encourage them to think. The defense rests.
Mr. Prosecutor.
Well, that
Rebuttal.
that didn't go particularly well. Dismiss Mr. Neuzil. We don't want to talk about it. I'd like to go on to the second charge. Your Honor. Your Honor. Uncitizenlike disregard for our system of capitalism. The prosecution calls Mrs. Neuzil. Fran Neuzil, please come to the stand.
She doesn't lean to the right, so I gotta check. So look out.
Stand up
Let's
straight.
swear you in.
Swear
here.
in, Jen.
Swear you in. One here, one here. Take your pick. Do you swear to tell the whole truth unless it causes you to reveal intimate family secrets?
I do.
This is a G-rated trial.
The script said sensitive families.
Close.
Mr. Prosecutor, proceed.
Fran, is it true that Jack is up most of the night hatching new ideas and then off by 7:30 to work on some kind of crazy project?
True.
Does he annually plant flowers, weed, mulch, and do other kinds of work at the Solon Library?
True.
Did he spend the better part of 2 years working on some crazy guy's round barn?
That is really.
Has he again been missing in action for weeks working on another barn for a Ms. Mary Knight?
That is even more true.
Does he ever bring home money for these efforts?
Well, if he has, I haven't.
It's clear, Judge, that he's not a Republican.
Obvious to me.
He disregards the principles of capitalism by generously giving of his ideas and service to both good causes and needy souls. He doesn't get paid for it, he doesn't pay any taxes. The prosecution rests.
All the jobs that could be filled by family men, needy family men, don't have the opportunity. Defense?
The defense again calls Mr. Neuzil.
Am I done?
Thank you, Fran.
Yes.
Do you remember you're still under oath? I do. Good. You may be seated.
The last time you said I do, it got you in serious trouble.
Is it true that you invented and successfully built an air-to-air heat exchanger? Were you awarded a patent? Did
Speak
you
up.
create, operate, and eventually sell a company?
I did.
which is still in operation?
To my knowledge.
Did you serve in the Navy, and were you on the last boat of the North
Objection!
Sustained.
Vietnam? Just checking to see if you were all still paying attention. Were you an instructor at Kirkwood Community College?
Yes.
Did you spend several years in Iowa prisons?
Objection!
Sustained.
Did you ever wash windows?
That's women's work! Mr. Neuzil enjoyed a long and productive career both teaching and operating a business. He is a model citizen who gives back to both his friends and his community through volunteering. The defense rests.
I'd like the jury to note that in spite of his claims to have served in the Navy, he doesn't know the difference between a bite and a bowline, between a reef knot and a sheep shank. I don't know what he was doing when they were teaching knots, but he certainly wasn't paying very close attention. Or maybe he just forgot.
Judge, you want to see my certificate? Elena, go in there on the wall, please, and get that certificate hanging on the wall. On the far side, will you, please?
Where is it?
On the far side of the wall, that big fancy looking certificate to show this judge.
Another exhibit.
Another exhibit.
Another exhibit.
Has this been entered into evidence? Did you find it, Elena?
Hold on.
Oh.
Can't find it for all
Delay
these
of
wars.
trial.
That big. Great big. It's got all that fancy print on it.
He's just checking to see if you have Velcro
The
shoes.
biggest one, Elena.
Is that the next thing?
That's the other pair. Velcro. Those come pre-tied.
On the wall there.
She's coming.
Maria, give her a hand, will you?
Coming.
It's too big to carry.
There's the.
Come on down. Guess what? The little kids sit over there, Zach.
Give her a hand.
Forget it.
Scratch that.
Coming?
That exhibit was not submitted ahead of time. We'll have to pass on that. Mr. Prosecutor.
Well, that also didn't go particularly well. Let's go on to the third charge. Okay. Mr. Neuzil, you're excused. On the third charge, which we think is the most egregious, that actually is a pretty big word. I should get actually credit for that. I looked that one up in the dictionary. Egregious.
No, I
That's
have,
acceptable.
Well, she looked it up.
I have.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
Yeah, right.
Is that an American word? We only speak American here.
Egregious. Most serious. That word? Okay.
Okay.
The bad is.
Mr. Neuzil shows willful disregard for the well-being of the barn crew. I call our witness, Jerry Menninga.
Oh,
that gonna work.
Do I swear to tell the truth, the whole truth?
Ms. Menninga, is it your experience that Mr. Neuzil causes severe mental stress by beginning each day at the job site with at least 3 new novel ideas?
Mental stress, that's not the half of it. When he comes in and says, I had a thought last night, or I've been thinking, or what do you think of this idea? Everybody scatters to the 4 corners of a round barn. But most of the ideas turn out to be pretty good.
Answer the questions directly. And
Is
only
it true Mr. Neuzil has built a staircase? This is an acceptable.
Staircase.
I guess it goes like that.
I still haven't figured that out.
At the night barn that only a naval officer or someone with an aerospace engineering degree could climb.
That is true. I did see a monkey run up and down once. Pretty good, but the rest of us have had trouble with it.
I'd like to call my expert witness, Paul Rash, and ask him if he's ever seen a staircase like this before.
I can't say I have. It does look like something
How about this
come out of